It's not as bad a picture of narcissists as other people would have. They blend in with society and make friends with those around them just like everyone else. Would they, however, be able to withstand their sincere confrontations with a super empath? The 10 ways a great empath kills a narcissist are what I'm going to show you. 10 super empaths can prevail in combat without having to engage in physical combat. By destroying their feeling of entitlement, super empaths may subtly damage a narcissist's emotional and psychological state. To win a conflict, they don't need to seem so defensive. All they do is mirror the narcissist's absurd personality. Super empaths are aware of the deficiencies in narcissists, and they are often reminding them of their incapacity to fight with intelligence. Super empaths undermine them by depleting their energy in an equal measure. Put differently, they are also capable of acting toxically. It's how they mimic narcissists. Narcissists are going to fall prey to their own poison. Refusing to take a sip of the poison herself, the super empath gives it back to the narcissist, making them have to do it themselves. What occurs if the narcissist experiences defeat? 9. Passive aggressiveness is recognizable to super empaths. Super empaths dislike taking on the character of the helpless martyr. Regardless matter how much of the narcissist's plan they choose to display, they are completely aware of it. Super empaths are quite skilled at trying to gauge a super narcissist's tolerance. Narcissists believe they have succeeded for a while when a super empath cracks, but the super empath's perceptive intellect can spot this passive-aggressive conduct. And at that point, they stop feeling empathy for the narcissist. The powerful empath will sooner want to inflict honest, severe words upon the narcissist in order to demolish their ego and consciousness. By listing all of their shortcomings, they denigrate them, which might lessen the narcissist's capacity for fantasy. 8. The narcissist's truth is spoken by super empaths. Narcissists are, in fact, afraid. They know deep down how inept they are, which is why they are so nervous and worried about everything they do. Because their ego detests admitting them, they keep their inferiority complex hidden from their unconscious mind. The truth cripples them, therefore they won't accept it. Their everyday production is disabled, and their deluded view is shut down by the truth. Truth deflates the ego of a narcissist. Who else has such a gift for telling it as it is? It is the super empath, that's for sure. If super empaths interrupt the narcissist in his or her fantasies, it doesn't matter. They cause the narcissist to collapse by bringing their unconscious self into their consciousness. A narcissist may even be traumatized by this terrible event, but a great empath would never be. What transpires when narcissists accept reality at last? 7. Super empaths are difficult for narcissists to move on from. Narcissists feel in control of relationships because they perceive themselves as such. But this is a false belief that the narcissist has exclusively in his head. In actuality, the super empath is the one who is autonomous in the relationship in terms of emotions, spirituality, and psychology. They may be able to offer their spouse all they have, but when it comes to recognizing their own value, they won't think twice about giving anything up, especially if they know it won't be worthwhile investing in. Super empaths are perceptive people who are always aware of their surroundings. Every time, they make a point. They may entertain the attention-seeking actions of a narcissist for a little while, but they eventually depart when things make sense. At this point, the narcissist comes to understand how much of a super empath they are in need of. When it comes to a super empath's choice, however, there is no going back once they grow so desperate as to win back their trust. 6. Super empaths reject the narcissist's portrayed shortcomings. Super empaths are inherently immune to the projections and displacements of narcissists. Therefore, they don't need to be defensive. They reject taking on the undesirable attributes of the narcissist. Being self-actualized, they're always the wrong individuals to deal with. Being self-actualized simply indicates that a person is so aware of their underlying motivations and sentiments that they no longer need defensive mechanisms, even if this does not imply the absence of anxieties and flaws. Super empaths are familiar with their own acts. They are not strangers to them. However, narcissists constantly turn to maladaptive coping and defensive strategies. They believe super empaths are helpless, which is why they chose to target them. They are mistaken, though. Have you ever tried blaming someone else for your shortcomings? 5. Narcissists are forced to accept responsibility for their acts by super empaths. It never occurs to narcissists to cope with responsibilities. They're used to being valued and given priority. They are unable to take responsibility for their actions, and when they go wrong, they always blame someone who can save them from the problems they have brought about. They act in this way because they are unable to reply as effectively as they could. They are a failure because their talents are simply a portion of their fantasy. The horror begins when super empaths are accused by narcissists. The powerful empath will then utilize this opportunity to teach them a lesson by listing all of the mistakes they have made that have led to their failure. Super empaths will respond, "Your incompetence surely has caused all this mess," to make the narcissist aware of the responsibility they have been denying. This direct statement will destroy the self-esteem of a narcissist. For the narcissist's fears will always be discovered by super empaths. A common concern among narcissists is that someone would discover their weaknesses or see them fail. Any fallbacks are instantly ignored by their egocentric thinking, but when someone points it out, they get agitated. They may exhibit humility and poor self-esteem, but it serves no use to act hypocritically in front of a super empath. Super empaths are really patient enough to comprehend the suffering that narcissists endure, but they also retaliate against the sting that narcissists have inflicted upon them when they feel singled out and made fun of. Narcissists are helped to recognize they are not who they believe themselves to be by them. They also expose the pathetic nature of their idealized self-image. The narcissist may get disarmed by these remarks and withdraw out of concern for more ridicule. "Who are you to dictate to me?" Or "I doubt your competence," are possible responses. The narcissist's ego gets melted by these words. Ever tried making fun of someone who is narcissistic? 3 super empaths may change a narcissist's perspective and become great counselors. Super empaths are able to influence a narcissist's mentality. They first help them see how terrible and repulsive their narcissistic tendencies are. They achieve this by stealthily mimicking the actions and reactions of the narcissist. Because narcissists detest acknowledging their anxieties and inadequacies, they may respond angrily to this. Next, super empaths push narcissists to make incredibly painful disclosures. A super empath's unique ability is to get people to admit their darkest secrets and most terrible flaws. Therapy is the only way to unlock the fragile self of a narcissist, and super empaths are the only ones who can truly master it. They make outstanding psychotherapists, transformative leaders, and motivational speakers for this reason. Therefore, narcissist transformation is not unique. 2 narcissists are jealous of super empaths. In reality, you're dealing with a person who has constructed a fake ego when you interact with a narcissist. You are working with an individual who is really difficult to influence. Narcissists find it difficult to develop their true skills. They are happy being the idealized, delusional versions of themselves that they are unable to become in the actual world. They get so jealous of hyper-empaths for this reason. Super empaths have no insecurities and are genuinely skilled. Because narcissists are trapped in their own little universe, seeking to create empires that only they can see, they are unable to find pleasure, whereas they can. How can narcissists get over their jealousy? 1. Super empaths resemble narcissists. Because some narcissists are introverts, they share a poor sense of self-worth with certain others. They are astute enough, nevertheless, to operate covertly and make friends with everyone, including super empaths. Over time, narcissists gradually turn on empaths, verbally abusing and making fun of them as empaths are their primary means of covering up their flaws and shortcomings. Super empaths are renowned for being nurturing and compassionate people. They only hurt when someone deserves it. They don't hurt for no reason. Thus, everything changes when narcissists eventually push themselves to the brink of super empathy. Super empaths will emulate the narcissist's actions and turn into their reflection, trying to show them how terrible their character is. Similar to how narcissists treat their victims, they undermine and sabotage them. Narcissists who mimic others will come to see how stupid they truly are, which has the potential to shatter their fragile ego. Super empaths never intentionally cause emotional harm to others, but when they do, it's usually to humiliate their adversary. Super empaths are now everyone's eye-opener thanks to their self-awareness and actualization. What other ways can a strong empath take down a narcissist? Is it possible that super empaths be destroyed by narcissists?